Imagine a world where you can shape your own genetic destiny. A world where the choices you make today can impact not just your life, but the lives of generations to come. Now, if this was true, what would you change about your life? What would you change about your health and the world around you? I want to welcome you to the exciting world of epigenetics. Did you know that your genes are not set in stone? They can be influenced by the environment, by lifestyle choices, and even by the experiences passed down from your ancestors. With epigenetics, we are discovering the incredible power we have to shape our own health and well-being. So, are you ready to become the master of your own fate? To discover the secrets of epigenetics and learn how you can create a brighter future for yourself and those around you? Keep watching as I share the greatest and the latest breakthroughs in epigenetics and show you how you can take control of your life and determine your own destiny. This, my friends, is true freedom. So I want to start this video off by saying three things. First thing, I find it so fascinating and relieving, if you will, that the best of spirituality is always backed by science. Oftentimes, however, it takes a long time for science to catch up to spirituality. However, in due time, it always does. And that's because science is in search of the truth. And spirituality is also in search of the truth. And truth always remains the same no matter who is looking at it or no matter what lens you are looking through. Truth always remains the same. Second thing I want to point to before we get into really the content here of this video is I created a meditation. You can access it for free down below, and it's specifically designed to help you alter your genetic expression. It's specifically designed to help you transform your body and your life from the inside out. And you can access it for free down below in the show notes. Number 3, if you enjoyed this video, I want to encourage you, also if you enjoy the topic of epigenetics and how you are in fact able to determine your own destiny, if that topic is of interest to you, I want to encourage you to go study the works of Dr. Joe Dispenza. Start with his book, You Are the Placebo. You'll find it absolutely fascinating. And then read the works and study the works of Dr. Bruce Lipton. Read his book, The Biology of Belief. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Moving forward, I am going to break down this scientific fact that you can change your DNA in the way your genes express themselves. In other words, you can transform your body and your life inside out by sharing 3 principles. And after I share each principle, I'm going to give you practical ways to integrate each principle into your life so that you not only understand the principles, but you get them, you grab them, you hold on to them, they become a part of you. Because I don't want this video to be another video to fill your head up with more information so you understand more things. I want it to be a video that inspires a change in your behavior. Because as they say, in order to change your life, you have to change your life. Principle number 1, genes do not determine our lives to the extent that our environment does. I want to say that one more time. Genes don't determine our lives to the extent that our environment does. Now, it's been the notion, the deep understanding that our genes dictate our destiny from the moment we are born to the moment we perish. We are predestined to experience certain illnesses, ailments, experiences based off of what we were born with. The science of epigenetics completely destroys that theory. So up until recently, we have been led to believe that, for example, if we have heart disease within our genetic lineage, then we are predestined to experience heart disease. However, heart disease, if it is in fact a part of our lineage, will not express itself unless certain environmental cues activate that protein. So, if heart disease was inside of your family lineage and you lived a really passionate life, you were just so joyful, you were just so confident and bold in the way you lived your life, and you were just fully expressive of your truth, and you took care of your health mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, and you made that your number one priority, the percentage of you experiencing or activating the heart disease gene and protein inside of your body is really tiny. On the contrary, if you lived a life where you were stressed all the time and you were fitting yourself in this little box of abiding by the rules that intuitively totally rub you the wrong way, and you abide by a certain relationship dogma that just rubs you the wrong way, then that gene has a higher percentage of expressing itself. Hopefully you're following with me. So the way you can turn this understanding that genes don't determine your lives to the extent our environment does is check in with yourself. How aligned is your environment with your higher vision of what you want most in your life? Perhaps you need to rid yourself of toxic people. Perhaps you need to go into your cabinets and rid your cabinets of toxic food. Perhaps you need to stop drinking tap water, for a silly example. The way you can make this understanding practical is begin to live a life of pure passion, of pure joy. You can make this really practical. This does not have to be airy-fairy. You can live that type of life and still compound a bunch of material success. This is possible. A lot of people look at this way of living, of really surrounding yourself with things that you love, as like a not necessarily practical way of life, when in fact, you can make it practical. Moving on. Principle number 2. The mind is a powerful tool. It can create matter from energy. The mind has the capacity to cure diseases with positive thoughts and beliefs. Have you ever heard of the placebo effect? I'm sure you have. If you haven't, it's basically this scientific fact that you can give an individual a sugar pill, a pill full of sugar that has zero benefits to it. You can give it to them as a doctor with your white coat, and you can say that this is a medicine and it's going to cure your heart disease. And that individual will take it, and as a couple weeks pass, their heart disease is cured. What's going on there? This is the placebo effect crystallizing and hardening and materializing itself. This is proof that the mind can cure everything. It's the creator of everything. You cannot experience anything outside of your own mind. The way you can turn principle number 2 into a really practical way of living your life, and I really want you to take this one to heart, because this one has had a massively profound impact on my life. So the way you can turn principle number 2 into a way of life is before you take a sip of water, before you put any type of food, supplement, medicine if you're taking any, before you put it into your body, you take a moment and you pause and you get very clear with what you want this water, food, supplement, pill to do for you. I want this water to heal me, to give me energy and clarity so that I can speak clearly on this video. And you really set that intention. Before you take this sip of water, before you eat, you feel it happening, and then you proceed. And now I feel much more articulate and clear as I speak to you. Do this before you drink water. Do this before you eat any snack or any meal. Commit to this for the next 7 days, and I can guarantee you will notice a profound impact on the way you feel, on the way you look, and on every experience in your life. Moving on, principle number 3. To change your genes, you need to change the signals and stimulus you give them. So if you continue to live the same life, you'll continue to experience the same life. If you want your genes to change, you have to present a different stimulus to them. So take a moment and imagine the healthiest, happiest, most successful version of you. How does he or she eat? How does he or she move their body? How does he or she work or communicate or go about relationships with others? Identify what they do, and regardless of what you're doing now, begin to do those things. And give yourself the permission to experience a miraculous shift. You can give that to yourself right now. Literally, as you are watching this video, you can make that commitment. Now I commit to changing the way that I live my life. Now I am going to communicate to myself in a much more empowered way. I'm going to eat in a much healthier way. I'm going to move in a consistent way to strengthen my body. And when you do that for a prolonged period of time, your genes will adapt and reflect back to you the changes you are making in the present moment. It's not going to be an instantaneous shift. At least that's not what you will experience. Now, if we kind of zoom out, yes, everything's happening in the present moment right now, but literally speaking, to the human experience, it's going to feel like it's going to take some time before your body shifts, before your health amplifies, before your success is crystallized and hardened into fact. But I promise you, my friend, you are capable and you are deserving of this change. You can make this happen. How do you make this practical? Again, asking yourself, what is the healthiest, happiest version of myself doing? Do those things. It's really as simple as that. We try to overcomplicate this transformational process. It's easy. You do what you know you need to do. And I hate how simple that sounds, or how easy it sounds. It sounds so easy. It ain't easy. I'm not saying this is easy, but it is incredibly simple. Give yourself the magic of instantaneous transformation, of spontaneous healing. If this video resonated with you, please do me a huge favor and share it on social media. Share it with a friend. Subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date. And if you really want to take your transformation to the next level, go to the description down below and download the free guided meditation that I am giving to you as a gift to accelerate you on this journey of transforming your life from the inside out. This meditation is going to transform your life forever. Go ahead and give yourself that gift. I love you unconditionally so. Give me some feedback in the comments down below. Let me know what your number one takeaway is from this video. I'll talk to you all very soon. Bye now.